So I wanted to talk a little bit about their snorkel trail map here. For the most part, this is all laid out correctly, but it's not necessarily in the position that it is out there. For example, we see this little boat here, and we see the lifeguard stand. So according to this, that little boat is east of the lifeguard stand. It is not. It's to the west of the lifeguard stand. But that's all right. It still gives you a pretty good idea. When the tide is coming in, the water is going this way. So if you're diving before high tide, then the best thing to do is make an entry somewhere along here. Swim out like this, and you'll feel the current pushing you this way. And then once you get on the snorkel trail, then you can just kind of drift with the current along here, and then make an exit over here. And maybe that takes you 45 minutes. So then maybe it's after high tide. So you'd want to make an entry here and drift with the current back this way and make your exit over here. They want to also, let's see, so they have a better explanation of the shopping carts and the rack, the concrete modules, and the Red Harris Reef modules. These modules are kind of supposed to mimic the surface area of what a coral reef would look like. And I just want to go through some of these fish that they have here because it's interesting that they picked some of these fish because you won't normally see them here. Spotted eagle rays you will see here. A spotted drum would be rare here. A peacock flounder, extraordinarily rare here. They're way more common down south. Flying Gurnard, you do see those here. Not too often, but they are here. Lunglaw frogfish. I have seen a picture of a lunglaw frogfish. I've never seen one here. The more common frogfish is the striated frogfish, or Scaber's frogfish that they're calling them now. This is a long snout seahorse. There's dwarf seahorse here, long snout seahorse, and northern or lined seahorses. We do have long snout seahorses here. The lined seahorses are way more common. Southern stingrays we have, barracudas we have, gray angels are very common, porkfish are very common, French grunt common, sheephead common, yellow goatfish not at all common here. I would say very rare here, not seen often at all. Atlantic spadefish common, horse-eye jack very uncommon here, and tarpon can be very common in the intercoastal, but I very rarely see them here. And the yellow-headed jawfish you're more likely to see off in the sand, off a reef in the ocean somewhere, but you do occasionally see a yellow-headed jawfish. So that's a quick rundown on their Blue Heron Bridge, Phil Foster snorkel trail map. It's pretty nicely done. It's just that it's just kind of incorrect a little bit where these buoys are compared to where they actually are, where this boat is. These buoys are actually further down here. Okay. Anyway, but it gives you a good idea. So remember, before the tide, enter down here on the east side and go west. After the tide, enter here and go east with the tide, and then exit over there. If you decide to go outside of these areas, outside this area, you're allowed to do that, but you need to have a flag with you. If you're inside this area, you don't necessarily need a flag.